jealousy, that sly ghost, often becomes the mastermind behind one's ruin, wearing away at the will and driving people to perform deeds so atrocious they surpass their most frightful thoughts. In today's episode, we delve into a case that pushes the boundaries of jealousy to its most unsettling extremes. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing videos. If there's a specific case you'd like us to explore, feel free to leave a comment. Now, let's get started. Rachel Lynn Drafta, a 25-year-old woman, was born on April 10, 1990, in Korea. She had an older brother named William. The specifics about their parents are not clear, but it is believed that they were abandoned in an orphanage shortly after Rachel's birth. However, their lives took a turn for the better a few months later. On December 18, 1990, an American couple, Bob and Teri Drafta, adopted Rachel and her brother. Following the adoption, they relocated to Portage, Michigan, where the couple ran their own business. Rachel attended Portage Northern High School, where her friends knew her as a jovial individual who enjoyed making others laugh. She was an ardent fan of the Detroit Tigers, often referring to the Tigers Stadium as heaven. As she transitioned into adulthood, Rachel accomplished a great deal. She graduated from Michigan State University and began working as a marketing coordinator for the Cal Blue Company in Kalamazoo. She was indeed leading a fulfilling life. However, unbeknownst to her, a sinister stalker was about to commit a horrifying act that would change her life forever. Teresa Fetto, a 43-year-old woman employed at MPI Research in Mattawanna, recently divorced her former partner, Richard Cook, with whom she had 2 daughters. As a single mother, she was eager to embark on a new relationship or start a fresh chapter in her life. In 2007, Teresa attended a high school reunion where she unexpectedly reconnected with her old friend, Brent Kick. Eager for a new relationship, she quickly developed feelings for Brent. The two began spending time together. Although Teresa was serious about the relationship, Brent viewed it as casual dating. After several months, Teresa revealed to Brent that she was pregnant. She asked Brent to move in with her and live as a couple. Although Brent was reluctant to move in, he continued to support Teresa throughout her pregnancy. However, a month after the birth of their daughter, Brent received devastating news. Their newborn baby had died. Teresa explained that she had left the baby at home to run an errand and returned to find the baby motionless. This incident took a heavy toll on their relationship, and Brent eventually broke up with Teresa, leaving her in a mentally unstable state. In December 2014, Brent invited his 25-year-old colleague, Rachel Lynn Drafta, for dinner. The two had been dating for several months and were living a happy life. However, Teresa, who was still hoping for a reconciliation with Brent, discovered that Brent had moved on and was dating Rachel, who was 20 years younger than him. Despite this, Teresa still hoped that she could win Brent back if she could somehow remove Rachel from the picture. At the end of December 2014, she confronted Rachel in a Cal Blue parking lot after work, leading to a heated exchange. In March 2015, Teresa's landlord filed a complaint against her. He claimed that he had heard Teresa making derogatory remarks about Rachel on multiple occasions. He also expressed concern about Teresa's mental health, as she was suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, a disorder that affects many joints, including those in the hands and feet. He was particularly worried about her recent purchase of a gun. When officers arrived at Teresa's home to discuss the complaint, she insisted that she harbored no ill will towards Brent and Rachel. Regarding the gun, she explained that she had bought it for safety and kept it unloaded in her closet. The officers verified that the gun was indeed unloaded and stored in a gun case. Since the gun was licensed and they found no compelling motive for Teresa to pose a threat to anyone, the police closed the complaint. Teresa had begun to obsessively shadow both of them. On one occasion, her friend reported to the police that while they were enjoying drinks one evening, Teresa abruptly left for Brent's house upon spotting Rachel's car parked outside. This sight only fueled Teresa's obsession, leading her down a path of unthinkable actions. She meticulously crafted a foolproof plan to eliminate Rachel, even going as far as to jot down notes to keep track of her scheme. Then, on June 24, 2015, she executed her plan. Early in the morning, around 7:30 a.m., on the 2900 block of French Bay Drive in Portage, Rachel was leaving for work when Teresa confronted her in the driveway. Rachel immediately dialed Brent, but before she could utter a word, Teresa shot her in the back. The sound of the gunshot alerted the neighbors, who promptly called the police. Within minutes, the police arrived and found Teresa nearby on Old Mission Street. She informed them that she had been involved in a scuffle just prior to their arrival. Upon inspecting her car, an officer discovered a .22 caliber ammunition, zip ties, rubber gloves, trash bags, and mace. Teresa was immediately arrested on the spot.
You don't have anything on you?
Meanwhile, Rachel was rushed to the hospital, but the severity of her injuries led to her demise 2 days later while still under medical care. In September 2016, Teresa was brought before the Kalamazoo County Circuit Court to stand trial for the murder of Rachel. When Judge Alexander Lipsy asked Teresa if she had shot Drafta, she responded, "Yes, Your Honor," seemingly devoid of any remorse. During the trial, the attorney also revisited the case of her 3-week-old baby, which I mentioned earlier. The autopsy report stated that the baby had suffered a skull fracture leading to death. However, when the police investigated, they found no evidence linking Teresa to the baby's death. The judge questioned Teresa about her connection to this case, to which she claimed ignorance. Despite her denial, the police were convinced of her guilt, but the lack of physical evidence made it difficult to reach a verdict. During the trial, Teresa's attorney, Catherine Russell, requested an independent examination pertaining to the issue of criminal responsibility. At the hearing, Rachel's sister-in-law, Emily, implored the court to remember Rachel, her laughter, her smile, and her generosity. Her brother William recounted his last moments with Rachel, kissing her on the cheek as she lay motionless in her hospital bed. The evidence found in Teresa's bag, which included a handwritten 14-step plan detailing instructions such as a cuff hands plus feet, a plastic over face, a pillow face, a plastic bag over head, and a check for hair I may have left, along with a duct tape, a box of rubber gloves, large zip ties, mace, and trash bags, proved damning. Teresa soon pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge also declared that she was mentally ill and would receive psychiatric treatment in prison. During a statement before her sentencing, Teresa claimed that she had sought help for her psychiatric conditions, but that the mental health system failed her. Interestingly, in 2019, Teresa petitioned for a new trial and even sought to withdraw her guilty plea, but her request was ultimately denied. Subsequently, Teresa spent her days behind bars until, on March 5, 2022, she reportedly collapsed in her cell. Despite repeated resuscitation attempts by medical professionals, she was pronounced dead. However, the exact cause of Teresa's death has not been revealed. The trauma that Rachel's family experienced has left an indelible mark on them, a wound that time has been unable to heal. William, Rachel's brother, and his wife Emily have often spoken of how they will remember her. Her laughter, which could light up a room, her smile that was as warm as a summer's day, her generosity that knew no bounds, her sense of humor that could lift anyone's spirits, and her athletic prowess that was admired by all. These are the qualities that defined Rachel, and these are the memories that they hold dear. However, we would love to hear your thoughts on this. Please share your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.